In the theme of delays, episode 10, chapter 2 is just moving through space, trying to get from A to B. But you have a ridiculous number of enemies to kill in the meantime. Hello and welcome to another legendary solo Spartan Ops. I am of course RC, and I'm going to be going through this without deaths on my own. On legendary, this is episode 10, chapter 2, in one way, as it said in many places already. That's the loadout I decided to go with. This is a fairly vertical indoor map inside a cave here, so that's why I decided to go with jetpack. DMR plasma pistol, what do you expect? It's good against Covenant, it's good against Prometheans. Yeah, watch out guys. Start out a little area outside the cave here, then we go through. There's a bunch of Covenant that we have to fight through. Get almost to the back of the cave, almost to the door we're supposed to get through to the next area, the map called Apex. And then mysteriously it's just locked, so we can't go through, so we have to run around inside the cave killing a bunch of Prometheans instead then. Activating not one, not two, but 3 things, which we actually come back and have to destroy later on in the same episode. So it all seems rather pointless. Just hanging back here to start off with, because obviously some artillery comes in and destroys some things for you. Just don't rush forward too quickly. There's only a couple of little moments with knights with binary rifles that might be a little bit tricky to get around. As you saw, one of the binary rifle knights I managed to actually assassinate, and the other one, I think there's only 2, I also managed to assassinate just by knowing where he was going to spawn in advance and controlling the spawns a little bit. There were frankly a ridiculous amount of enemies for a mission which is essentially just filler. So as you can see by the length of the video already, this is going to take some time. Gonna have to get used to the carbine, starting out with the DMR, because obviously it's the best weapon. But very quickly we're going to have to swap it out for a carbine and use that as a main headshot, sort of workhorse weapon later on in the mission. And again, I'm just sort of waiting. Come on guys, there we go. I was actually pressing X, it was just not registering that it was a hold, apparently. There we go, into the cave system. So there's going to be a bunch of enemies on the ground floor to start with. Just sort of all over the place. Ultimate waypoint is over to the left, where that pillar of light is. You can actually see it already. Oh dear. This was almost pretty bad. Didn't realize they were going to be that aggressive. And watch out for those guys. Again, this is one of those missions that take you like half the time with some more help. It's all about killing the enemies. There's really no sort of way to get around it. I wish there was a way to clip through the door and just go to trigger the end, but I don't think it probably even constructed like that. Trying to do a range shot here. Doesn't work because in Halo 4 when you get shot your aim goes off rather than getting you unzoomed, so it keeps going off with just one tiny little hit to me, and now I'm out of ammo. Oh well. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. I mean, I was trying to preserve my DMR. Wow. No, he was gonna go there. There he is. Oh, got him this time. Shape turret in Halo 4 is one of those weird things that it behaves completely differently when you have it compared to where the enemies have it. It's kind of just this super weak source thing when enemies have it, but when you have it, it actually fires pretty fast and in fairly accurate fire. But this bullet still travel too slow for it to really be effective against anything. These guys spawn when you actually come up to this area, so you can actually control when these guys spawn. Bear that in mind if there's multiple people and you're also attacking the whole area. If you spread out and one person goes over to this area, those guys are going to spawn. So if you're looking to really control the fight, so stick close together and take the enemies a bit more cautiously. Don't know what he was doing. So as I said, mostly Covenant on the way in. And then we get to the door and then it doesn't open, and then we have to run around all the place, killing loads of Promethean enemies, assassinating some of them on their spawns. Pretty fun. Just like the Spartan Ops episode Spartan Miller, and also the campaign mission Infinity, if you see me do that on Legendary Old School Zone.
Imagine I just used a lot of gravitational science mumbo jumbo. Requiem might get torn apart before it gets the chance to melt in the sun.
Just gonna have to fight your way through. There's actually some ledges up over to the left. You can actually get a height advantage here. So send some couple of players up there if you're in co-op. Be able to hit down on these guys. Get over these walls. Look over them, sorry. Hello. There's that one with the Fury gun again. Okay. This is nearly all the Covenant down, and then it's just loads of Prometheans. And particularly obscene amounts of Prometheans. I mean, it's actually ridiculous. Just gonna spend like 15 minutes just killing Prometheans. First, of course, we have to be annoying and trigger this.
This way's shut. Hang on a second, Crimson.
And then this is where one of the Prometheans spawn.
I'm not finding anything.
While Jared B is a little useless.
Door controls rigged through this location. There you go.
You just have to sit around and wait for him to stop talking, basically. And I forgot, like, does it spawn before or after it? I remember, I actually have to hit it. Oh, grid it up.
Neat. Appears to be a polymorphic molecular phase storage system.
See, the button was already there, but then it disappeared, so you could have got through.
Hurry.
But no. If you had, obviously in co-op, have another person on the right hand side, that's where another knight spawns. Just take them down both straight on spawn. Yeah.
Big guns on this one. You must be making someone nervous. Look sharp, Crimson.
There's the other one. Teleporting as usual. There he is. After this initial group, gonna move back into the cave. There's gonna be a whole bunch of watchers spawning down from the ceiling. That's gonna be frustrating. Gonna make our way up the spiral ramps and then all the way over to the back left, what is currently back left from my perspective here. Gonna be some more knights there, gonna hit some buttons, and then we're gonna realize that we're gonna have to hit some other magical buttons, and if we hit all three of them, then we're actually gonna be able to get out of this hellish place.
Just need to sort out a way across this chasm.
That is the sound of Prometheans. More specifically watchers. As I said before, Needler is the ideal weapon against these guys, if you can find one. There are a few around in this area. I'll point them out as I come to them. One thing you're fortunately not short of is plasma pistols and carbines. There are actually lots of crates with those in here. Oh no, spawning some crawlers by the looks of it. Yeah, typical. Also, it's not always a good idea to rush straight for the buttons like the one that is on the left, because sometimes these crawlers can all block up your entrance. I actually died once like that. Just trapped in the little corridor with 5 crawlers. Couldn't get out. They sort of ambushed me, I didn't realise it was going to happen. Yikes. You know, I'm kind of glad that... no, actually that's spoilers, never mind. Keep watching. Magical things will happen at the end of this episode. Ow. I decided I want to kill all the enemies before I hit this button. It takes a little bit more time, but it just keeps the enemy numbers a little bit lower. When I'm on my own, that's what I want to do. If you got 4 of you, don't worry about it.
Head on up and let's see if we can get that door open.
More enemies. Whoa. So that activated a light bridge, you can see on the top left of my screen right now. And since I've got a jetpack, that's actually pretty much moot, but they want you to activate it anyway. Because creativity is not allowed from Spartans. They've just got to follow exactly what Palmer and Miller say. So here's one of the needlers. It's of course very good against watchers. 1, 2, there we go. Oh, some of my shots are missing there. Damn you. So this bridge can be a little bit tricky because there is a binary rifle knight which will spawn at the other end of this bridge.
There's not much we can do about them other than hurry.
And once this current knight is dead, that's when it'll spawn. So you want to be very careful about not being standing out in the open when that binary rifle knight spawns, because he is just a one-shot killing machine. Boom, boom. You're dropping like flies on there. Fortunately, that's why I've got the jetpack, so I can actually get up around these rocks to the side. I haven't really got enough ammo to take him out with the needler, so I'm going to go get a plasma pistol instead. Even with just 1 life, there's very little risk of you actually running out of carbine on this level. There are actually quite a lot. If you think you've run out, just have a little look around and you'll probably find another one. Oh, look at this guy.
Roland, does this stuff make any sense to you? Only way to open the door is to cause the circuit holding it shut to overload and break.
I kind of forgot what kind of enemies were spawning there, so I freaked out and jumped off.
Point for Crimson. They can start the overload there.
Gonna jet back my way back up. Try again. Oh, where the hell is he going? Don't know why they're coming so far away. Like, they're not gonna defend the area properly just by running at me. Need to combine your efforts a bit more, guys, if you want to be successful against me. The legendary Crimson. A squad just comprised of 1 amazing Spartan. Don't do that. See, it felt like he should have already died there, but fortunately he did eventually, when he dropped his own grenade on his face. Well done. There's a whole bunch of not assault rifles, storm rifles, yeah, I think that's what they're called, which I find basically useless. Maybe on like easy or something. So you can get up these rocks, so getting behind him. You should be able to make that. I was just terrible. let's try again. Not doing very well. I assure you it's possible. I'm just being poor at my timing with the jumps in the jetpack. It's a lot more cumbersome as a jetpack in Halo 4 than it was in Halo Reach. You were just a flying god in Halo Reach, sorry. In Halo 4 it's just boosting. I'm trying to move, but it's not really working. So yeah, once you finally take out this guy out, that's when another knight will spawn right behind me. There he is. Boom. Have his binary rifle. Gonna be some more watches that I'm gonna take out with it. Better than the plasma pistol, way better than that. So this is one of 3. Fun stuff. And there's a thing that's spawning on my right. You can look at it. It's very pretty, very impressive. Lots of moving things and magical materializations. Roland says we should be good to go with one more button, except there's another button and another button. That was relatively painless. Gonna make my way over to this next one. God, these bridges are really bright. Once you come up to it, there's some more enemies spawn. There they are. And knights. More knights as well. This one's only got a suppressor though, he's not a really big threat. I don't know if I hit him there. I think I missed him twice. That was frustrating. As I said, lots of ammo. This is one of your potential pit stops. Even more needlers here as well. And carbines. Fairly adventurous are the knights on this mission. I move around quite a lot. It's actually good for you, so you don't have to approach them in sort of tight places where they spawn. Oh, not with the shotgun. Thank you very much. I find it really hard to headshot them, or know whether or not I'm actually headshotting them. Especially with lower powered rifles like the carbine. I'm just shooting them and shooting them and shooting them. Like, why are you not dead yet? I shot you in the face 5 times. See, that didn't take so long. What the hell was the difference? Anyway, button number 2. Similar thing's going to happen at button number 3, and then you're going to try and get to the door, and then there's going to be even more bad guys, including a Knight Commander. I think it's a Commander. Yeah, Knight Commander with a incineration cannon, and also the binary Knight guy that you saw me spawn kill right at the start. But pretty much spawn kill. He jumped down and I assassinated him mid-drop. Get in there, guys. Not too long now. Oh, look at that. Improv. See him spawning on the radar behind me. Pick up the scatter shot, turn around, just nail him in the face with it. Yeah. I'll have a plasma pistol back though. Scatter shot doesn't have good enough range. Now I decided that I'd actually just get some more ammo before I hit that final one. So there's some more crates with plasma pistols. Here's some more plasma pistols and needlers. Just gonna go back to this place up here. There's a couple more stations than this even. There's one over to the left, slightly closer to the exit area. Over to the right, where there's another Covenant tower, communication tower thingy. There's a little bit something weird with this one actually. So one of these buttons you can activate from the other side, and then it tries to draw you in, and then magically teleports you. That's why if you're going to do scripted button presses with the animation and everything, you should test it a lot. You really should. So here we go, power on. We can finally open this door. Then we're gonna have to destroy them, like in 2 chapters from now. Just undoing all this hard work. Do you know what we should have done in chapter 3 of this mission? We should have just stole like a phantom or something and just fly. Get Murphy to come along with us. Hasn't he still got a phantom or something? No, he crashed it. Did he crash it? Yeah, he crashed it. I can't even remember. Like, I've completely forgotten. So there's the Knight Commander. This guy down here is just an ordinary knight with a suppressor. He's nothing. I say that now, but like when I first played this, any knight was scary as hell. Whoops. This guy as well. They're pretty good shots of the binary rifle knights. So stay very mobile or very far away. Or very close and with some cover in between you. Got this binary rifle, so I'm going to try and use it on some final knights. I think there's just maybe 1 or 2 now. Where is that commander? There he is. So I think just 2 headshots should be enough. Boom, there we go. And then once I've killed him, even more spawn, because killing the commander with the incineration cannon, that wasn't enough of a boss battle. There's got to be more minions. I've lost him. Where is he gone? There he is. I got his shields. And then this is the problem with trying to get his face shields off. And then he's teleported right next to me. What an ass. Just teleports with a shotgun into shotgun range. That's why nobody likes knights. Is it going to evaporate on me now? No? Actually going to be able to press it? Thank you very much. There we go. That is the mission. Finally done. Finally get through this door. That was all we wanted to do. There we go. Chapter complete. Finally. Just a quick look at my time. 22 minutes. Jeez, 120 enemies. No deaths though. As we go. In one way on Warrens. So, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.